On October 15, 2018, in the small town of Barron, Wisconsin, the world was shocked by an unspeakable crime. A teenage girl was taken from her home, and her family was left in chaos. What happened to 13-year-old Jayme Closs? And how did she survive a nightmare that few could imagine? It was a quiet Tuesday night, and Jayme was at home with her parents, James and Denise Closs. But within moments, their peaceful life was shattered forever. The night would end with gunshots that would claim the lives of both of her parents. The killer wasn't just anyone. He was a man who had been lurking in the shadows for months, someone with a terrifying obsession. Jake Patterson, a man who had never met Jayme, but had been watching her for months. On that night, Patterson broke into the Closs family home, shooting and killing her parents, and kidnapping Jayme. But what happened after Jayme was taken? What did this young girl endure as she was forced into captivity? Jayme was taken to a remote cabin in the woods, a place so isolated that no one could hear her screams. For 88 days, she was held captive by Patterson, who kept her locked in a small room, afraid and alone. He told her she would never see her family again. But Jayme Closs wasn't just any victim. She wasn't ready to give up. She had a fire within her that no kidnapper could extinguish. On January 10, 2019, nearly 3 months after her abduction, Jayme saw an opportunity. Patterson had let his guard down. She bolted. She ran into the woods, desperate for help, determined to escape her tormentor. And just when it seemed like there was no hope, Jayme was found. She was discovered by a woman walking her dog, and the authorities were immediately alerted. In an instant, Jayme went from a captive to a survivor. But what she knew, what she had endured, would become crucial to solving the mystery of her abduction. Jayme's escape sent shockwaves through the nation. But the mystery didn't end there. Who was Jake Patterson? How did he plan his crime so meticulously? And what kind of man could do something so horrific to an innocent child? Jake Patterson, the man who abducted Jayme, was quickly arrested. In court, Patterson revealed chilling details of his plan. He admitted that he had been stalking Jayme for months before he decided to act. He had no connection to the family, no motive other than a twisted obsession. And once he kidnapped Jayme, he planned to keep her hidden forever. But his plans were foiled by the strength of a 13-year-old girl who refused to give up, who refused to be forgotten. Jayme Closs, after months of unimaginable horror, was finally free. She reunited with her family, and her courage became a symbol of hope for survivors everywhere. But the questions still remain. What drove Jake Patterson to do what he did? And how many other victims are out there, living in fear, waiting for the moment they can escape? Jayme Closs' story is one of strength, survival, and courage. She turned the darkness of her abduction into a story of light, proving that no matter how deep the fear, the human spirit can find a way to survive. Thank you for joining us as we explored the mystery of Jayme Closs kidnapping. If you have any thoughts on the case, leave a comment below. How do you think Jayme found the strength to escape? And what do you think of Jake Patterson's motives? Until next time, stay vigilant, because sometimes survival depends on the courage to keep going when the world around you seems to fall apart.